Pace is quickening. Off of 4. We are green flag racing. Down the front straightaway. Shane Pretty. Good Lord. Here comes Tyler Bragg. Sorry. Woo. Tyler Bragg. We got Hayden Wade, third, settling in. Gabe Tucker in that 95 Teef. Going single file off of 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, Shane Pretty leading lap number 1. Followed by Tyler Bragg, Hayden Wade, Gabe Tucker, Taylor Florio. And you got Bottom Motorsports, Greg Frazier and Nick Klinkenbeard. But out front, everyone just kind of settling in. Track is still real green. Shane Pretty down the front straightaway, leading lap number 2 of heat race number 1. Got the top 6 single file. So they go down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, off of 4. Looks like Shane Pretty a little loose off of 4. Tyler Bragg straight as an arrow as they shoot down into 1. Tyler using that middle groove, looking like he's getting a pretty good run on the 766 of Shane Pretty. They go down the back straightaway, into 3 they go. Getting their cars to rotate through the center, coming off. Flagman says 4 down, 4 to go. Shane Pretty from Merkel, Texas. Started outside pole. Took the lead from the drop of the green. Here comes Tyler Bragg. Tyler Bragg. It's a good battle. So we make our way back to we got a good battle between Taylor Florio and Greg Frazier as they come off of 4. It's still Shane Pretty, Tyler Bragg, Hayden Wade, Gabe Tucker, Taylor Florio, Greg Frazier, and Nick Klinkenbeard. 125. He's off the pace in the infield. We got 2 laps to go. Heat race number 1. Southern Sport Mods. Shane Pretty. Still your race leader. That good-looking yellow and orange 766. Saw Greg Frazier finally making the pass. Getting past the 21T of Taylor Florio. Car rotating real well, coming off of 4. White flag waving. We got 1 more lap to go. Shane Pretty, Bragg, Wade, Tucker, Greg Frazier making it 3 wide, going off of 4. I'm sorry, off of 2. Got ahead of myself there a little bit. Down the back straightaway, Shane Pretty. Through the center of the corner. Off, checkered flag waving. Who's it going to be? Shane Pretty. Bragg, Wade, Tucker, Frazier. All right. Off of 4. We're going green flag racing. White Ring out to your early lead. Zach Spillman. Here comes Andy Roller as they barrel off into 1. First night out on the car, Brandon Taylor in that 5-star. It's a Voodoo chassis. Track, as I said, is real green still through the corners. So it's pretty sloppy, not gonna lie. Out front, Wairinga. He started on the pole. It's a good 3-car breakaway. Wairinga, Spillman, and Roller. And about 3 cars back, you got Bissonette. Bissonette pulls off. Mark Adams takes over the 4th spot. Brandon Taylor 5th. Jimmy Husky 6th. And bringing up the rear, the 881 of Marty Sanders. Now we got a 4-car breakaway. Mark Adams from the Fort Worth area. He's quickly getting up to speed, and to the back bumper, Andy Roller, and that's 63. Off the 4 down the front straightaway. Give that lap to Wyringa. Followed by Zach Spielman, Andy Roller, Mark Adams, Brandon Taylor, Jamie Husky, all the way from the West Texas area. Appreciate him and his son, Austin, coming out racing with us. Talked to Austin Husky a little bit earlier today. He said his motor's still hurt in that modified his, so no racing for him. He's out here with his pops, helping him out in that 26. We got a good battle for the lead. Zach Spielman looking to the inside of it. They go down the back straightaway. Into 3 they go. Wyringa still your race leader off of 4. Adams looking to the inside of Andy Roller. Here comes Brandon Taylor. Strong move it down into 1. Not sure Mark Adams saw. No harm, no foul. 5 cars you could throw a blanket over. They barrel on down the back straightaway. Wyringa's Spielman, Roller, Taylor. Here comes Brandon Taylor. Hustling that high side. We got 2 laps to go. Brandon Taylor taking over the 3rd spot. Setting his sights on Zach Spielman in that 44Z. It's still Justin Wyringa. Started on the pole. Into 3 they go. Through the center of the corner. Car looking real good. Maybe a little bit loose off. White flag waves. We got 1 more lap to go. Spielman looking to the inside of Wyringa. Car pushed up just a bit. Pushed Wyringa out of his line. He settles back into 3rd. Spielman taking over that top spot. Wyringa off of 4. He's your winner. Brandon Taylor, Mark Adams. Cass Griffin in that 99. Starting 2nd row inside. Off of 4. They wind the motorcycle motors up. We're in green flag racing. 42P out to your lead. That's Blake Patterson. Followed by Spreen, Hannon. Here comes Chris Traffenstead, taking over the 4th spot. Looking to the inside. Brandon Hanna trying to take over the 3rd spot. Carl Davis moves up to 5th. But out front, the 42P, that's Blake Patterson. Leads lap number 1. Brandon Spreen, 2nd. Chris Traffenstead, 3rd. Brandon Hanna, 4th. Carl Davis, 5th. Patterson leads lap number 2. They're spreading out just a little bit. One and 2 down the back straightaway. Blake Patterson out to about 6 car length advantage over Brandon Spreen. Here comes Brandon Spreen, though. He's making it interesting. He's got about a car length advantage now. Around the outside. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. Business is picking up. As you can see, his hands are full in that 80 car. Around the outside, he takes over the top spot. Brandon Spreen. So we are halfway done. Heat race number 1, the Lone Star Dwarf Club. Dwarf Club car. LSDC. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to do the acronym. Lone Star Dwarf Club. LSDCC. There we go. Brandon Spreen. Blake Patterson, Chris Traffenstead, Brandon Hannon, Carl Davis. Looks like the 99. 99 of Cass Griffin bringing to the infield. Brandon Spreen, he's just pulling away. We got 2 laps to go. Chris Traffenstead looking to the back bumper of Blake Patterson. That's going to be the best race on the track. Looks like Blake Patterson's car motor's expired. Tough luck for him. Looked like he had a real strong run. Off of Ford on the front straightaway. We got one more lap to go. Got a full straightaway lead. Brandon Spreen, that good-looking 80 car. Sponsored by Spreen, All In Designs. Barrels off into 3-1 final time. Through the center of the corner. Off of 4. Checkered flag waving. Brandon Spreen. 8 laps. So we got some Pattersons. We got some Lewises. Heat race number 2. Side by side. Look at Jeff Patterson. James Lewis. I swear by lap 2 I'll know these guys. Jim Lewis taking over the second spot from James Lewis. So out front we got a Patterson. That Patterson happens to be Dallas Patterson. Then we got 2 Lewises, and then another Patterson. It's like a Patterson sandwich, like a double stuffed Oreo. Oh man, Dallas Patterson, he's leading it. And Jim Lewis. That's a 4-car breakaway. Those 4. Fifth spot, Chris Hearn. And bringing up the rear, that's Bert Rojas in that 24. Off of 4. We got 4 down, 4 to go. Dallas Patterson started on the pole, has led every lap. He's getting some intense pressure from the 86 of Jim Lewis. They're a good 12 cars back, or 12 cars ahead of third spot. But they go down the front straightaway. As I said, the track is still real greasy, real green, but it's looking like that doesn't scare the 86 of Jim Lewis. He's looking to the inside of Dallas Patterson as they go down the front straightaway. We got 2 laps to go. Dallas Patterson in that 32 dwarf car. Jim Lewis, he's second. James Lewis is third. And then Jeff Patterson, as we got 1 more lap to go. Heat race number 2. Lone-Star Dwarf Club. It's a 4-car breakaway. Down the back straightaway. They barrel off into 3-1 final time. Coming off of 4 to take the checkered flag. Dallas Patterson. Jim Lewis. James Lewis. David Hammond. Mr. Mayfield. At 43, they're on the pole, on the outside pole. Off of 4, green flag, waving. Here comes David Garland. That 84, he takes over the top spot. 43 driven by Mayfield. And you got Brent Mayfield. He's going to take over that second spot. Look like the 007 of David Hammonds didn't get fired. Looks like Brent got crossed up a little bit. Had to drive it through the infield. No harm, no foul. He's still third. Lost a little bit of the ground to the second spot. We got the 90 car. That's Rich Brooker. David Hammonds, 5th. Josh Mayfield. Bringing up the rear. Bringing up the rear is that 4 car. Mayfield, high side hustle. He takes over the second spot. Then the back straightaway. Out front, though, David Garland checking out in that 84. David Garland, good Lord. Brent Mayfield. Dick Brooker in that 90 car. And I believe it's Ernest Mayfield in that 43, but that's a good battle. As you see, Tony, the Race on Texas, providing the good shots here tonight at 281 Speedway. And David Hammond in fifth spot in that 007. Out front, I tell you. Into 3 off of 4. I mean, these cars, these little dwarf cars, they can check out in a hurry. David Garland, Brent Mayfield, they have checked out on this heat race. I think Brent in that second spot, that 1X, he might have run out of laps as we got 2 laps to go. Heat race number 3. David Garland, I believe he started third row inside by corner, by the corner halfway through turn 1 and 2. He was already your race leader. Got a good shot of Brent Mayfield in that 1X. Off of 4, David Garland taking a white flag. He's got 1 more lap to go. Brent Mayfield, I tell you, he is catching David Garland. He's got that car figured out. He's made up pretty much a straightaway in 2 laps, but it won't be enough as the checker flag is waving for David Garland. Brent Mayfield. 00, Joe Sheehan. Off of 4 to take that green flag. Good Lord, that 71 car shot out like a rocket. That's Scott Pergine. The other Pergine, right behind him, the 17. He takes over the second spot. That's Grant. Joe Sheehan. He taking over the second spot. Looked like the 17 got a little bit of squirrely. Grant Pergine battling back as they run into 3 side by side. Joe Sheehan. Or is it Sheehan? I'm not sure. I should have asked. I think it's Sheehan. Scott Pergine out front, about a full straightaway lead. Oh, off the pace, Grant Pergine, that's 17. Give that spot to the 15, a Troop Miller. He takes over the third spot. Then you got the 14, that is Mark Williams. So Mark Williams and Ashley right behind him in that 78 car. The field of cars have pretty much strung out all across the track. Jason giving him 4 down, 4 to go. Heat race number 4. Scott Pergine, he got that car humming. Good looking 71 car. He's just now passing the flag stand. Second place. Just crossed there. So he's about a full half a track. As you can see, Tony giving you a wide shot. It's just how far these two are checked out from third spot. Troop Miller in that 15. He started towards the back. It's a good shot of the 00. Joe Sheehan. Off of 4 to take the white flag. Scott Pergine. I think that's it. Yep, as you can see in the back, that's a Peter D chassis. So pretty dominant cars. And down the back straightaway into 3-1 final time. Off of 4, checker flag will be waving for the 71 of Scott Pergine. Pace is quickening. Steve Wade, Shad Parham. Off of 4. Green flag is waving. Out front, good Lord. That Zero car shot out like a rocket. Wade settling into second. Simsick third. We got 4 wide off of 2. Melvin Kemp. Power move. Side by side of him. Spadero. Still side by side off of 4 down the front straightaway. Got good battle, Simsick and Wade, as they roll into 1. Looks like Simsick pushing up just a little bit. We got a good battle for second. They're going down the back straightaway, side by side. Simsick into 3. Letting his car rotate. Here comes Spadaro. Spadero. He takes over the second spot. Simsick third. Kemp fourth. Wade. It looks like Bissonette takes over the 5th spot from Steve Wade. Out front, though, Shad Parham. Started outside pole. Took over the lead from the get-go. He's quickly building a 3-4 car lead over the 33 machine of Sam Spadaro. Sam, he started 8th. Outside 4th row. He's up to 2nd. You want to talk about he's battling for the lead as they go down the front straightaway. Using that bottom groove. Side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, baby, Sam willing that 33 car. Off of 4, he takes over the top spot. Shad in that 0 machine. Back to 2nd. Here comes Anthony Simsick in the 44. Melvin Kemp 4th. Bissonette 5th. James Bailey 6th. Steve Wade, what are we at here? 7th. And the 13 of Melissa Bailey rounding out your field. We got 2 laps to go, says the flag man. Sam Spadaro, he's checking out. Full straightaway lead. Everyone else just kind of settling in. Got a good battle, though, for 2nd. Between Shad Parham and Anthony Simsick. We got 1 more lap to go. 33 checking out in that Destroyer chassis. WCH. See what else we got on there. Nice good looking sponsor plugs all over that car. He's got his hands full off of 4 though. Taking the checkered flag, Sam Spadaro. You say Spadaro, I say Spadaro. Shad Parham, Anthony Simsick, Melvin Kemp, Dennis Bissonette, James Bailey, Steve Wade, and Melissa Bailey. Side by side, pace is quickening. Off of 4, green flag. Brenda, as they barrel off into 1. She comes out of it. The leader down the back straightaway. Grant Wallem looking at the high side as they go side by side. Her car is looking real good through the center. Down the front straightaway, she leads the first lap. Grant Wallem looking to throw a slider. Here comes Tom Earl. Started dead last. He's up to 3rd. Dumas, he's 4th. Blackwood 5th. Rumashar taking over that 5th spot. They go 3 wide through 1 and 2. Brenda Edwards still your race leader. Getting heavy pressure from Tom Earl. Off of 4. Down the front straightaways. Brenda's still your race leader. Here comes Tom Earl. Brenda with a crossover move. Tom Earl taking that top spot. Tom Earl in that good-looking 47 car. 4 down, 4 to go. Earl, Edwards, Wallem, Dumas, top 4. Grant Wallem looking to the inside of Brenda Edwards. She shuts the door. It's a good battle for second. Brenda looking real good. Her corner entry is a little slow, but she makes up for it. Center off, getting a full steam ahead. This time, though, she got a little bit loose coming off of 4. Allowed Grant Wallem to take over the second spot. Moves her back to third. Grant taking the second spot. He started outside pole. We got 2 laps to go. Miss Brenda getting a little bit loose off of 4. Out front, though, Tom Earl in that 47 car. He's coming off of 4. He'll be taking the white flag. He's got 1 more lap to go. Grant Wallem settling into second. But out front, Tom Earl churning and burning down the back straightaway. Good looking car off of 4 to take the checkered flag. Tom Earl. Grant Wallem second. Brenda Edwards third. Great run for her. Brandon Hood. Colin Deming. Pace is quickening. On the bars, on the gas. We're green flag racing. Colin Deming. All the way from Hobbs, New Mexico. Your early race leader. They motor in through 1 and 2. PJ Egbert settles into third. Here comes the 59er, Chad Hurdle. The 591 of Kelly Allen. He's 5th. And Tom Earl the third, 6th. Colin Deming, good Lord, sir. He hit the go fast button. Got a good battle for third, brewing. PJ Egbert and Joe Spillman's modified. That cam chassis. Oh, got trouble. The 591 of Kelly Allen loops it around. See if he gets it refired. Caution maybe. No, we're still green. Colin Deming, full straightaway lead. We still got a good battle, though, for third. Chad Hurdle and PJ Egbert. Egbert pumps the cushion. Give that spot to Chad Hurdle. Colin Deming, good Lord. Full straightaway lead over Brandon Hood. Brandon Hood, your last week's winner. Chad Hurdle third. PJ fourth. Tom Earl fifth. We got Justin Easley. Oh, we got trouble. Caution. Lights are out. Green flag. Colin Deming makes his way down the front straightaway. Good battle for second. Chad Hurdle takes over the second spot from Brandon Hood. Got a good battle with Tom Earl. PJ Egbert for fourth. High side looks to be the preferred groove. Chad Hurdle taking over the second spot. He's sort of checking out on the 1B of Brandon Hood. Tom Earl looking to the inside of PJ Egbert. That spot is for fourth. 5 down, 5 to go. Colin Deming. Full straightaway. Chad Hurdle. He's trying everything he can to get to the back bumper, but I'm telling you, it's hard. Colin Deming. Colin Deming. Woo! Justin Easley. He's slowing. He's coming off of 4. He's going to get the move over flag. Colin Deming. Chad Hurdle. Last week's winner, Brandon Hood, is third. Tom Earl, fourth. PJ Egbert, Sam Savage. Justin Easley taking his car pit side. We got 2 laps to go. Colin Deming. He barrels off into one, coming off a two, down the back straightaway. That car looking real good. Car rotating real well through the corner on the bars. He's taking a white flag. He's got one more lap to go. Chad Hurdle just gonna run out of laps. Colin Deming into 3-1 final time. Coming off a 4 to take the checkered flag. Colin Deming. Second spot, Chad Hurdle. Brandon Hood is third. Mike Kelly off of 4. Wade White. Brandon Hood. Here comes Drew Garcia. Simsick looking to the inside. Joey Craig taking over the fifth spot, out front. Wade White, Brandon Hood, 2-car breakaway. If you couldn't tell, that 1B of Brandon Hood, that is his Enduro car. 2-car breakaway. Full straightaway back is Mike Kelly, and then Drew Garcia. I'm not sure. I don't know if Wade even hears him or feels him at all, but maybe. Might give him a little bit. Brandon might give him a little bit of shot. Drew Garcia, he's out first night on the car. It's got some leaking going on. Maybe oil in the headers. Not quite sure, but he's smoking out. See if not Brandon. I'm staring right at Brandon, Race on Texas, but Jason Batt. See if Jason Batt might get the black flag out. Who knows? Maybe. But we're 4 down, 4 to go. Wade White, still your leader. Started outside pole. There, Tony. Tony getting a good shot of Drew Garcia. Fumigating for mosquitoes out here. It is surely hot enough for mosquitoes. Wade White, still your leader. Brandon Hood giving up about 2 car lengths. See if he can make it up through the corners. He sure can. Coming off. Eats away at that lead of Wade White's as they rocket down into 3. We got 2 laps to go. Wade White, track champion last year. Brandon Hood, seeing if he can sneak by him. Brandon Hood's nose piece, acting like a mud shovel. Off of 4, white flag waving. 1 more lap to go. Oh, Wade White giving a little bit of a shot to Joey Craig. Wade White and Wade White Trucking 68 car. Off of 4 to take the checkered flag. Wade White. Off of 4. Rick. All right, well, I guess Julia Childs didn't really get going. Rick Sopp. Rick Sopp, he's leading it. Full straightaway. Julia Childs back to second. Brian Bajan in that 45, he's third. Pam Wisnett, fourth. 11H of Scott Newberry. Then you got 11-8. I'm sorry, the 11S of Scott Newberry. The 11H right behind him. That's Howard Watson. Brian Bajan at 45. Doing battle. Here comes Julia Childs. So, said I gave you a head start, but guess what? Here comes Brian Bajan, high side. In that 45 car. Thank you, sir. I'll take that spot. Moves Rick Sopp back to second. Rick Sopp was in our booth a little bit earlier. Talked to him a little bit. Talking about this grudge race possibly happening. Tell you what, if I'm getting into a car, I'm going to drive the 45 car because that guy's out front and he's putting some distance between him and second. Second spot is a 59, Rick Sopp. He's doing battle with Julia Childs. Got the slow car, the 39T, James Moorhead. That is the best battle on the track, that 59 and the 02. The 02 of Julia Childs taking over the second spot. Rick Sopp going back to third. Sopp started outside pole. He's fighting back, though. As they motor off. Oh, got trouble, I guess. Howard Watson. That 11H, he's more towards the back. Oh, Rick Sopp having some issues. He's pulling his car to the infield. We got 2 laps to go. Brian Bajan, clean area guy, clean Texas. Used to race at Texas Thunder. I believe he's won some championships. He's coming off of 4 to take the white flag. He's got 1 more lap to go. That looks like a Ford Probe, I believe. Good looking car. About a full straightaway back is going to be Julia Childs, but off of 4, he has no real pressure from anyone to take that checkered flag. Brian Bajan. Hayden Wade, rookie. The rookie. Off of 4 on the gas. We're green flag racing. Shane Pretty at the early lead. Gabe Tucker following suit. They go 1, 2. Here comes Tyler Bragg to the inside of Hayden Wade. That battle is for third. Gabe Tucker looking at the back bumper of Shane Pretty. We complete lap number 1. Here comes Tyler Bragg. We go 3 wide through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Shane Pretty still your leader. Gabe Tucker second. Tyler Bragg third. Hayden Wade back to 4th. Here comes Taylor Florio. Got a 3-car battle for the lead. Stair stepping through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, still your leader, Shane Pretty. Tyler Bragg has a feature win here at 281 Speedway. Looking to try to make it 2 feature wins. Shane Pretty, also a feature win. In fact, all 3 of those gentlemen have feature wins. They're quickly approaching the 125 of Ollie Whitworth. They just quickly dispatch of him. Going down the front straightaway, Shane Pretty still your leader. Gabe Tucker, Tyler Bragg, Hayden Wade 4th, Taylor Florio 5th, and that awesome looking Wonder Woman wrap. Fat Daddy's design. Got a good shot of it going down the front straightaway. She has some pressure from Greg Frazier and Nick Klinkenbeard. Florio still 5th. And they got Bono Motorsport team cars right behind her. But up front, we're still side by side. Shane Pretty, Gabe Tucker, Tyler Bragg. Down the back straightaway. Tyler Bragg looking to the inside of Gabe Tucker as they make their way off of 4 down the front straightaway, side by side. Give that lap, that spot to Gabe Tucker. They're still side by side on the back straightaway. Shane Pretty about a 2-car length advantage. Off of 4, Shane Pretty looking pretty good. Here comes Tyler Bragg fighting to the inside of Gabe Tucker. They go side by side through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Gabe Tucker shutting the door as they fast approach the Whitworth Mobile. Down the front straightaway, they quickly dispatch him again for a second time. Shane Pretty, I don't know if you know this, sir, but you got two very fast cars right behind you. They are looking to see you mess up. But there ain't no messing up. Shane Pretty. Give that lap. Tyler Bragg. He takes over the second spot from Gabe Tucker. Using that middle groove. Off of 2, down the back straightaway. They run it off into 3, getting the cars rotated. Tyler Bragg using the bottom groove. Seems to be coming in. He's looking to the inside of Shane Pretty in that 766. They go through 1 and 2. Gabe Tucker losing a little bit of ground to your leaders. Shane Pretty looking good still. But here comes Tyler Bragg looking to the inside, side by side. Momentum though, Shane Pretty still your leader. As they go into 3. Car looking real good, carrying the left front just a little bit in that 766. We got 2 laps to go. This is a good battle. Tyler Bragg looking at the door of Shane Pretty as they go down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact. No harm, no foul. Oh, no. Tyler Bragg. Shane Pretty trying to navigate through lap traffic. Put Charlie Knight a lap down. We got 1 more lap to go. Shane Pretty into 3, one final time. Off of 4. Give it to Shane Pretty. Tyler Bragg second. Gabe Tucker third. And off of 4, Nick Klinkenbeard is your 4th place finisher. Lights are out. Pace is quickening off of 4. We are green flag racing. Andy Roller. Here comes Brandon Taylor. Brandon Taylor. Oh, we got contact. Zach Spillman. A little bit of contact going into 1. Off of 4 to lead lap number 1. Is Andy Roller. Brandon Taylor. Mark Adams. Zach Spillman car pushing up way, way high, allowing Jamie Husky to take over the 4th spot. Spillman back to 5th. And Bissonette. Looks like PJ Egbert pulling off. Out front, Andy Roller. He's got company though. Brandon Taylor, Mark Adams, and Jamie Husky all battling for that top spot. About a full straightaway back is going to be Dennis Bissonette, last week's winner. Side by side, down the front straightaway, Brandon Taylor. He took the winner off, got married. He had a little bit of extra time off. Said, you know what? Let's put the old body back on and race it. And here he is out battling for the lead. Him and Roller. Mark Adams, Jamie Husky, Bissonette, he's a man on a mission. He was a full straightaway back, now he's a half a straightaway. We got plenty of laps left. Bissonette looking real strong through the center of the corner. He's catching them. We got a 5-car breakaway. Side by side down the back straightaway. Here comes Brandon Taylor looking to the inside of the 63 of Andy Roller. He takes over the top spot. Mark Adams trying to follow suit as they drive it down into 1. Brandon Taylor. Here comes 3 wide. 3 wide off of 2 down the back straightaway. Roller rolling that top groove. Still side by side with the 52. I'm sorry, the 62. Even better, 82. Good Lord. I should know that. Mark Adams, he's been here a time or 2. I should know this. 3 wide. Him, Roller, and Husky. That's for second. Adams has it. Roller wants it. Husky's laying and praying. He's side by side with Roller down the front straightaway. That's the best battle on the track. Bissonette has caught up, and he's looking to try to dispatch 4th place Roller. as he sets his sights on trying to get up to the leader. He takes over the 4th spot from Andy Roller. Roller back to 5th. We got, I believe, 5 to go. I didn't see the flagman's hand. I'm just guessing. I'm thinking we got 5 to go. Brandon Taylor looking to the inside of the lap car of Marty Sanders. That's allowing Mark Adams in that 82 car to get to the back bumper as they sell off down into 1. Jamie Husky all the way from West Texas area. Good to see him racing with us. Got the black flag to Zach Spillman. Looked like maybe his right front is down. I'm not quite sure. We got a good battle, though. Brandon Taylor started 4th. He took over the top spot. Him and Mark Adams. Mark Adams is one here, 281 Speedway. They're side by side on the front straightaway. Here comes Jamie Husky. He's wanting to party. Brandon Taylor still your leader. Here comes Bissonette looking to the inside of Husky. Hard on the binders. He almost looped it. We got 2 laps to go. Mark Adams looking to the inside of Brandon Taylor. Brandon Taylor, he's loving that high groove. Way more momentum. This is some close racing, ladies and gentlemen. Off of 4. We got 1 more lap to go. Who's it going to be? The 5-star of Brandon Taylor, the 82M of Mark Adams, the 26 of Jamie Husky. Oh, Lord, we go into 3-1 final time. Adams looking to the inside, but off of 4 to take the checkered flag. The 5-star of Brandon Taylor. Always real team. Off of 4, Brandon Spreen, Dallas Patterson. Down into 1 to go, side by side. Got some slow dwarfs. Down the front straightaway, looks like Brandon Hanna. And at 82, he started 5th row inside. He's off the pace. Looks like he's going to take his car to the infield. But out front, you got Dallas Patterson leading the field as they complete lap 1. Here comes David Garland. David Garland taking over the 2nd spot from Brandon Spreen. Dallas Patterson is your leader. David Garland, Brandon Spreen. Then you got Jim Lewis in an 86. That is your top 4. Here comes Brent Mayfield. He's hustling in that high side. He takes over the 4th spot down the back straightaway. Into 3 he goes. He's right on the bumper of Brandon Spreen. Spreen pushes up just a little bit. Mayfield getting a little crossed up, coming off of 4 as they go down the back front straightaway, side by side. He takes over the 3rd spot. Spreen battling back on the high side. They go down into 3. Mayfield, oh, we got trouble. We got a car stopped. David Garland, Brent Mayfield, right behind him. Gonna wait till off of 4 before he hits the loud pedal. Dallas Patterson out to about a 2-car lead. They sell off into 1. Mayfield got a heck of a run off of 2 down the back straightaway. Looks like he really likes that top groove. Using the momentum, looking to the inside of Dallas Patterson as they motor down the front straightaway. Patterson still your leader. Him and Brent Mayfield in that 1X. Mayfield giving a shot in the shorts to the 32 of Dallas Patterson. They go side by side, slide job off of 4. Sort of shot the door on the 32 car. Builds a 2-car length advantage down the back straightaway. Brent Mayfield. He's your new race leader. Dallas Patterson started outside pole. He's back to 2nd. David Garland's 3rd. Your pole sitter, Brandon Spreen is 4th in that 80 car. And you got the 88, that's James Lewis. That is your on the move He started 10th. He's up to 5th. Brent Mayfield, he's stretching it out as they sell off into one. His car pushed up just a bit. Almost ran off a 2. That wouldn't have been good. No harm, no foul. He got it corrected. Bumped the cushion just a little bit, but down the front straightaway, he's about to dispatch the 24 and the 78. Both lap cars. Dallas Patterson, he's safely into second. Meanwhile, David Garland, here's a good battle. The 88 and the 27P. James Lewis, Jeff Patterson. Jeff Patterson started 14th. Looks like he's up to 4th. That pushes everybody back a spot. The 27P, Jeff Patterson, he's on the move. He's looking like he's going to try to catch up to the 84 of David Garland. Top 4. You see 2nd, 3rd, and 4th there in camera on Race on Texas. Caution's out. Caution's out for the 90. Dick Brooker out here right by the flag stand. Unless it's stipulated that they have to go off of 4. Who knows? But anyways, we're green flag racing. Brent Mayfield, as they wind him up. Dallas Patterson looking at that low groove. Mayfield using that top shelf. Gets tons of momentum. He's safely still your leader. David Garland looking good on that top side. Looking to take over the second spot, and he does. Here comes James Lewis in that 88 car. These cars need to eat up top, I believe. Get these motorcycle motors wound up. I'm looking at the battle for 3rd. Jeff Patterson, that 27P, battling with Dallas. There we go, 3 wide. Got 2 Pattersons and a Lewis. James Lewis, 4th spot. Dallas Patterson, 3rd. Dave Garland trying to track down Brent Mayfield in that 1X. Mayfield, he started 7th. Sells off into 1. That is your top 5 in camera on Race on Texas. Brent Mayfield, I tell you. Oh, he bumped the cushion. Running that rim. Lost a lot of ground. David Garland. He's laying and praying and waiting. Not sure what's happening with Brent Mayfield. Maybe his car's getting a little too loose as maybe the fuel is burning off as we get into the later laps. Maybe he's getting a little bit tired. Who knows? But his half a straightaway lead is all but evaporated as David Garland, he's sensing it. Oh, Brent Mayfield half spin. Here comes David Garland taking over the top spot. Brent Mayfield, trouble in that 1X. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but he's losing the handle on that car. David Garland taking over the top spot. Brent Mayfield, 2nd. Dallas Patterson, 3rd. Jeff Patterson, 4th. James Lewis, 5th. Got a good battle between the Pattersons. That's a battle for 3rd. Jeff Patterson taking the 3rd spot away from Dallas. Setting his sights on the 1X at Brent Mayfield as they got down the back straightaway. David Garland started 3rd. Brent Mayfield in that 1X, he slipped up. Dave took advantage, took over the top spot. He's out to about a half a straightaway lead, about the same lead that Brent Mayfield had. As we're reaching lap traffic, who can negotiate the lap traffic? As we got 2 laps to go, Business has picked up Chris Hearn. Chris Hearn was in the way and tripped up Brent Mayfield just a bit. Mayfield seeing his chances of winning this race evaporating as we go one more lap. Brent says don't look now, but we got a caution on the track. David Garland in that 84, he's your race leader. Coming off a 4. Dropping the clutch, hitting the gas. Oh Lord, here comes Scott Pergine. Wow, pandemonium in the front straightaway. Good Lord. That didn't really work out for the 71 to Scott Pergine though. He lost all them spots. Off of 4. Here comes Patterson. We're taking a white flag. Who's it going to be? The 84 of David Garland, the 27P of Jeff Patterson. Who will it be? They rocket off the 2 down the back straightaway into 3-1 final time. Patterson dropping the nose, coming off the 4, side by side. Give it to David Garland. Side by side. Off of 4, green flag is waving. Anthony Simsick, Grant Wallem side by side down into 1. Here comes Dennis Bissonette trying to make it 3 wide. He thought better of it. Simsick out to your early race leads. They go down the back straightaway. Bissonette loves that top side. Simsick off the 4 to lead lap number 1. Bissonette is on a mission though. Don't look now. Simsick bumped the cushion. Give the race lead to Dennis Bissonette in the 818. Simsick Wallem. Wallem crossed up off of 4, allowing Melvin Kemp in that 54. Look to his outside. Got a good battle. Look at that, 4 wide. Kemp. Here comes Tom Earl. 51 hit the brakes. He said, you know what, 4 wide's a little too tight. But off of 4, they're still racing side by side. Oh, tap here. Wallem's around. Almost collects the 47 of Tom Earl. Tom Earl, he went from 2nd or 3rd all the way back to about 8th. He's plenty fast enough. He'll make his way back up front. But out front, Bissonette, Simsick, Kemp, Dumas, and Burchard. That's your top 5. Got a good battle for 4th. And 51 and 55 always providing good racing action. The track's coming in real nice, that top groove. We got some little bit of shine on the bottom. It's still pretty tacky out there. Oh, Dumas is around. He gets it fired. No harm, no foul. Here comes Tom Earl into the top side of Jeff Blackwood. He takes over looks like the 6th spot. He was looking at the inside of the 33. A Spadaro. Side by side down the back straightaway. Tom Earl looking to the inside of the 33. Trying to quickly dispatch him as he makes his way back towards the front. Unfortunate event. Had the 26 car spinning. 47 was hard on the binders trying to avoid it. He went through the infield, lost about 6 spots. But here he is sitting 5th. Trying to set his sights on the 54 of Melvin Kemp. The top 3 have pretty much checked out. Here comes the 47 of Tom Earl. He takes over the 4th spot. We got 10 down, 10 to go. Bissonette started 3rd row outside. Originally, But as we actually took the green, he started second row outside, so fourth. Took over the top spot from Anthony Simsick. There's about 4 cars in front. Simsick trying to hold off the 51 or Ruben Bouchard. Oh, we got a red-yellow out for Brenda Edwards. Lights are out. Bissonette hitting the gas. We getting a green flag. Bissonette, Simsick, Bouchard. Here comes Tom Earl in that 47. They go side by side with Melvin Kemp. Down into 3. Off of 4. Bissonette, last week's winner. He doubled up, not only winning the IMSA Stock Car A feature, but he won the factory stock feature. Looks like he's well on his way, winning this one as well. Not only is he a double up, but he could possibly be a back-to-back feature winner. We got some fast cars right behind him that says, you know what, I want to break that streak. Here comes Tom Earl looking to the inside of the 54 of Melvin Kemp as they go down the back straightaway. Kemp doing everything he can to hold off the very, very fast Tom Earl. Ruben Bouchard, he's looking to the outside of Anthony Simsick as they go down the back straightaway. Simsick trying to hold off the hard-charging 51 car. Out front, Bissonette. He's stretching that lead out to about a half of a straightaway. So he throws his car into 3, coming off of 4. Just a tick tight. As another lap gets taken off the board. We're getting some side-by-side action between Tom Earl and Melvin Kemp. He finally dispatches the 54, trying to set his sights on the 51. Ruben pushed up just a bit, giving a 47. That's a good battle for that 3rd spot. Side, we go single file through most of the field. Laps are ticking. We got 2 laps to go. Bissonette, he started second row outside. Took a little bit of time to get up to the lead. He passed Simsick. As we got 1 more lap to go. Anthony Simsick, Ruben Bouchard, Tom Earl chasing that 818 of Dennis Bissonette as they go into 3, one final time. Off of 4, checkered flag waving. Dennis Bissonette. Anthony Simsick, Ruben Bouchard, and Tom Earl. Memory. Off of 4, on the bars, on the gas. We're green flag racing. Brandon Hood, Colin Deming. Have a little bit of deja vu from the heat race. Brandon Hood safely into 2nd. PJ and Chad Hurdle. PJ, he's looking to take over the 2nd spot from Brandon Hood. They race down the front straightaway. We got a good battle for 2nd. Brandon Hood, PJ Egbert, Chad Hurdle. Colin Deming, though, his car pushed up just a bit. Colin Deming, Brandon Hood, PJ Egbert. Brandon Hood got a little squirrely coming off of 2. Boy, that's a great battle for 3rd. Chad Hurdle and PJ Egbert. Oh, we got trouble. Mr. Easley stopped in the bottom of 3 and 4. Caution's out. Appreciate him racing with us. Green flag. Got a good battle for second. Egbert, Hood. Egbert looking like he's going to take it. Oh, but Brandon Hood fighting back as they go down the back straightaway. They sell it off into 3, side by side. Still side by side. We got a 3-wide battle off of 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, baby, this is the best battle of the night so far. Chad Hurdle hugging them tires. We're still 3 wide. Egbert, Hood, Hurdle. Good Lord. Man, Colin Deming, though, he is checking out. Hood taking over the second spot. Egbert trying to do everything he can. But Hurdle, I tell you, that's a good, strong car. Will we see a slide job by Egbert? Yes, we will. Slide job. He takes over the second spot. As he wheels through 1 and 2, top shelf. Down the back straightaway, though. Him and Chad Hurdle. Now give it to Chad Hurdle. They're battling side by side. Man, that's a great, oh, Brandon Hood off the track. He's back on the track, though. Boy, this is a great battle for second. Chad Hurdle. Man, he's got it working. Hurdle taking over the second spot. Colin Deming, oh my goodness, he spun her. I had no idea. Chad Hurdle is your race leader. We got 10 down, 10 to go. Egbert fighting back. Tom Earl the third in third. Brandon Hood fourth. Colin Deming back to 5th. Man, I didn't realize that pass was for the race lead. I saw a cloud of smoke in the bottom of turn 2. It was your race leader. He was so far out front. PJ Egbert rim riding through 1 and 2, trying to do everything he can to get back to the back bumper. Chad Hurdle. Chad Hurdle hugging them tires. He's trying everything he can to keep the lead. Here comes Tom Earl. Man, this is a great race, ladies and gentlemen. Chad Hurdle. Chad Hurdle from Abilene. Business is picking up for second. Egbert's there. Tom Earl. Boy, I tell you, that is the best battle on the track. It's for second. Hurdle is checking out slowly but surely. I think only a caution could maybe potentially ruin Chad Hurdle's chances of winning. It doesn't look like that will be the case, though. Chad Hurdle looking real strong. We got 5 laps to go. Chad Hurdle, still your race leader. He started second row outside. Him and PJ were great battle for what would have been second had Colin Deming not spun out. And Chad Hurdle, he's on cruise control. He's got the newspaper out, looking at the one ads, seeing what he could buy with his race winnings. As we got 3 laps to go. Still The dust has not settled yet on this A feature. PJ doing everything he can. Tom Earl doing everything he can. But we got 2 laps to go. Will lap traffic play a part? Who knows? PJ's getting a good run off of 2 down the back straightaway. He's trying to hit that go-go button. We got 1 more lap to go, Chad Hurdle. Chad Hurdle, PJ Egbert, Tom Earl, and Brandon Hood. Into 3-1 final time, coming off of 4. Give the A-main to Chad Hurdle. PJ Egbert, Tom Earl. Pace is quickening. Off of 4 on the gas. Look at Wade White go. Mr. Rocket Man. Here comes Anthony Simsick. Look at the good battle back. About 4th. Here comes Brandon Hood, though. He hit the go fast button. We got Simsick and Hood. I'm sorry. Whew. See, Wade White's so far out in front. I thought that, Simsick and Hood were battling for the top spot. But that's, in fact, for 2nd. Wade White out front by a full straightaway. Brandon Hood taking over the 2nd spot. Simsick back to 3rd. Got a good battle for 4th between Justin Weber and Mike Kelly. And you got Joey Craig and Drew Garcia. It looked like Drew Garcia got his smoking problem under control. And then back, David Bonham. That's a good battle for 4th. Justin Weber. Battle of the 9s. Justin Weber, Drew Garcia. That's battle for 4th. Mike Kelly is in 6th. Joey Craig 7th. David Bonham in 8th. But out front, full straightaway lead. That's a good battle for 3rd now. Down the back straightaway, Drew Garcia. Look at the power move. The inside of Anthony Simsick. As they go 3 wide off of 4. Drew Garcia looking to the inside of Simsick. That battle is for the 3rd position. In a different zip code, we got Wade White and Brandon Hood. Drew Garcia 3rd. Simsick 4th. Justin Weber 5th. Mike Kelly 6th. David Bonham, 7th. Joey Craig, 8th. We got 7 down, 8 to go. Wade White, outside pole, checked out. As my good friend Nick Robbins says. He put the keys on the desk and he's checked out. Oh, trouble. The 9 car, Justin Weber's around. He spins her. Spin cycle. Red, yellow's out. Brandon Hood. That's a good caution for him. Green flag. Wade White out to your early lead. Off of that restart, Brandon Hood settling into 2nd. Drew Garcia, Simsick, and Mike Kelly. They're all chasing that 68 car of Wade White. Looks like it pushed up just a bit through the center. Joey Craig taking his car to the infield. Got 6 cars still on the track, racing around. Everyone is chasing that 68 car. Brandon Hood trying to do everything he can. Simsick almost spins her around. He lost a few positions. Went from 3rd to 5th. Wade White still your race leader. Wade White trucking. from the Waco area. Appreciate him always coming up here. Stephenville. He was the 2017 Street Stock champion. Brandon Hood, he's trying everything he can. It's hard to beat that 68 car. He's got that car figured out. They're racing. Everyone is pretty much racing for second spot. Every time that 68 car pulls to the track. Looks like Flagman's going to be giving them 2 laps to go. Brandon getting a good shot of Brandon Hood going top shelf. Ripping it on the high side. Look at that. A 1B. Good looking. Okay, I'm lying. It's not a good looking. It's a little worse for wear. We got 1 lap to go. Wade White. I'm trying to read all his sponsors. It's kind of hard. They got Bullseye Glass, Truck Motive, you name it. Off of 4, taking the checkered flag to complete the weekend sweep. Wade White. Brendan Hood second. Looks like Drew Garcia is going to be third. Off of 4. On the bars, on the gas. We're Green Flag Racing. Look at Scott Newberry. That's that 11S. Here comes Clifton, wasn't it, in the 10? Harold Clifton using that high groove in that 47C. Taking over the 3rd spot. Here comes Brian Bajan. Battling side by side. Julia Child. He take over the 4th spot. Newberry. Outside pole sitter Scott Newberry completes lap number 1. Clifton Wisnett, Harold Clifton, Brian Bajan, Julia Childs, and Pam Wisnett, Howard Watson, and the 39T of James Moorhead. That is your running order. Scott Newberry out to about a half a straightaway lead over last year's points champion, Clifton Wisnett. The car that Clifton won the championship in, right behind him. That car is driven by the 47C of Harold Clifton. Oh, look at Clifton Wisnett. Got a little squirrely off of 2. I was told that the yellow 10 car is Clifton Wisnett's backup car, and that the pink car that's driven by Harold Clifton is his primary car. Well, and a great show of sportsmanship when Harold Clifton's car got wrecked. Pinky offered up his ride, and now they're battling for 2nd spot. Wow, look at Scott Newberry go. He stretched it to a full straightaway lead, but still the battle's for 2nd. We got 7 down, 8 to go. I keep forgetting we got 15 laps. Scott Newberry. It's a good looking sport compact. He puts the 39T a lap down. They're strung out. 1st and 2nd. But 2nd through 5th they're on the same, at least straightaway. So they go single file through 1 and 2. Harold Clifton. He's trying to do everything he can to get by the 10 car. Clifton Wisnett. Brian Bajan, he had the car to beat in the heat race. Guess he must have missed the setup. Not nearly looking as dominant as he was earlier. Scott Newberry coming up on the lap cars of Howard Watson, James Moorhead, and Pam Wisnett. Laps are ticking in the last feature of the night. Scott Newberry from Rome, Texas. Puts a lap on the 11H of Howard Watson. Howard Watson battling back, though. Got a good battle. Harold Clifton and Brian Bajan for third. We got 2 laps to go. Still battling, trying to get that spot, that second spot from Clifton Wisnett. White flag is waving for Scott Newberry. I think Harold Clifton's getting a better run as they battle down into 1 and 2. Side by side off of 2. Down the back straightaway one final time. Off of 4, checker flag waving for the 11S of Scott Newberry. Harold Clifton second, Brian Bajan third, Clifton Wisnett fourth, and Julia Childs fifth.